The people in Hollywood are absolute idiots who have absolutely no clue why so many people are upset with the content that they're churning out. And now Variety has put out this massive hit piece on people who simply want good entertainment again by saying toxic fandom, how Hollywood is battling fans who are just out for blood. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, it's no shocker to hear the people in Hollywood are attacking us yet again simply for criticizing the bad content that they're putting out that is filled to the brim with narratives, and they've pushed storytelling to the side in order to prop up the points they want to make. And now Variety has put out this massive Hollywood puff piece saying on August 28th, Amandla Stenberg, the lead for the Star Wars series The Acolyte, posted an 8.5-minute video to her Instagram stories about Lucasfilm's abrupt decision not to pick up the show for a second season just after a month since season 1's finale streamed. It's not a huge shock for me, she said. We started experiencing a rampage of, I would say, hyper-conservative bigotry and vitriol, prejudice, hatred, and hateful language. Anytime you criticize the content that these people are a part of, they label us racist, sexist, bigots, any ist or phobe under the sun. They never take accountability for the fact that this was simply a very bad series. And yes, I'm sure that there were people that were crossing a line, right? Because there's always a few bad apples in every bunch. But the majority of people simply said The Acolyte was a trash series, and it's just that simple. But instead of accept the bad decisions that were made, they just always want to play the victim. Amandla Stenberg is not a good actress. The writers for this series clearly did not deserve to write this because they have no idea what Star Wars is all about or how to even make a half-decent watch. And again, instead of simply accepting the fact that it was bad, they say that this was the target of, quote, toxic fandom, the catch-all term for when fans' criticism curdles from good faith dissatisfaction into a relentlessly negative, often bigoted online campaign against either the project or its stars or creative leaders. The issue is that they never say it's good faith dissatisfaction. They always say it's a hate campaign, that it's a targeted campaign, that it's something like that. They never just say, oh yeah, people simply didn't like this series, because they can't accept the fact that at the end of the day, the people in Hollywood right now do not deserve the jobs that they have. They also go on to bring up, House of the Dragon, how an episode featured two female characters kissing. They're talking about Missaria and Rhaenyra. It was one kiss. In my opinion, it did not ruin the season by any means. The problems are with the rest of the episodes, and that was just like one very random element added to the pile of problems. That's not the reason why House of the Dragon Season 2 was disliked. Same with The Last of Us. They talk about how there was an episode focusing on a gay couple, and both were review bombed. Again, the problem isn't the fact that you have a gay couple, it's the fact that you have gay couples, you have mediocre storytelling, you have bad actors. Like, there are piles of problems, but instead, they just hyperfixate on what they can use against us to call us ists and phobes. The rest of the House of the Dragon season was absolute trash. This wasn't just the one, major problem with it. They also go on to bring up outrage over Bridgerton casting a black woman as a love interest for Francesca. The issue isn't that they picked a black woman as a love interest for a female. It's the fact that they have a race and gender swapped character. In the books, it was Michael, but now they're saying it's Michaela. They race and gender swapped, and that is the problem. Fans that have read the Bridgerton books were upset because a major part of the Francesca and Michael / now Michaela storyline is the fact that they go through this infertility problem and they were, in love, and of course he dies very tragically. Like, it's a storyline to pull on your heartstrings, but now they have to completely rewrite everything. And then they go into 2016 Ghostbusters, what the media has continued to cry about for years at this point. So this is just a massive piece about why we are the problem with, the industry, and how we can't just let creatives do their own work. But we have, time and time again, we've said we are going to be cautiously optimistic, but we are still going to try to give it a shot. And time again, these people have disappointed us, and we are finally speaking with our wallets and not buying, bad video games or going to the movie theaters to watch products unless we know for a fact we're going to like it. And because we have spoken with our wallets and we're not wasting our time on bad series, this has really bothered these people. Now, of course, Variety decided to post this to their X account, and they are getting hilariously roasted by moviegoers, saying things like, mind-blowing concept, maybe those, quote, toxic fans are the real audience. How about putting pressure on the studios to create good content that respects the IPs that people love, instead of taking the easy way and attacking fans for not supporting brainless garbage? Just a thought. Toxic fandoms, more like toxic creatives, and I 100% agree. The people behind these projects are the ones who are toxic. They always attack us. They call us disgusting and terrible things simply for criticizing their products. They are the ones that are toxic, not us. People are posting memes saying, go F yourself. Maybe the, quote, issue isn't the fans, but the studios, execs, and talent who've chosen activism over entertainment and producing quality work. This is a major problem, is that, yes, there are so many activists running rampant in not only Hollywood, which is movies and TV shows, but also the video game industry. These are people who do not care about the IPs, they do not care about the products, and they do not care about respecting the source material or the fans. They constantly want to change things and modernize them, which is not going to sit well with real fans of these franchises. So is it shocking to see Variety coming out, putting out a piece like this? Absolutely not. But of course, they're going on and on about how toxic fandoms have grown so powerful, which at the end of the day just means real fans speaking up and not buying into these activists' bullshit anymore. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.